Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release a crochet tutorial every week. And this week I'm bringing to you this simple and delicate shawl. It's really easy to crochet and it features a shell stitch edging. The free pattern is available as always on my blog selinaveronique.com. The link is in the down bar. For this project I used 2 skeins of ice cream yarn by Lion Brand yarns. This is a light 3 yarn, which is also called a DK weight yarn in British terms. And it's a really soft yarn. It's 100% acrylic and I will be linking that in the down bar. I also used a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle, and that's the only things you will be needing for this easy project. I will be using US terms with British terms in brackets, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That really helps out my channel. And if you want more feminine crochet content, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. The link is in the down bar. Okay, so to begin this tutorial you are going to be making a slip knot, so just go ahead and make a slip knot. Pop your hook through and tighten, and now you are going to be chaining 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that you've chained 5, you are going to be counting 1, 2, 3 chains from the hook and place a half double crochet into that 3rd chain. And to create your half double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into this chain, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through all 3 loops, and the first chain 2 at the beginning counts as a half double crochet. Now go into the next chain with another half double crochet, and go into the next chain, which is also the last chain, with a half double crochet. And so this first row counts as 4 half double crochets, because obviously the first chain 2 counts as a half double crochet. So now that you've done row 1, you are going to be doing row 2. So chain 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, and this counts as your first half double crochet and goes with this first stitch here. And what you are going to be doing is place another half double crochet inside this first stitch. So just go ahead and place another half double crochet into that, and that creates 2 half double crochets together. And now into the next stitch you will be placing a half double crochet, and into the next stitch place a half double crochet, and into the next and last stitch, which is also the chain 2 from the previous row, you are going to be placing 2 half double crochets. So 1 and 2, and this counts as 2 half double crochets together in one stitch, and this will look neater as we go along. And now that you've finished row 2, you are going to be chaining 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, and once again this chain 2 counts as a half double crochet. You are going to be placing once again a half double crochet into that same first stitch here, and as you can see this will create the V shape of the shawl. Now place a half double crochet into each and every stitch across like so, and then now that you've reached the last stitch, which is also the chain 2 from the previous row, you are going to be placing 2 half double crochets together inside this last stitch, and this is what we have. And so we are going to be repeating this process from row to row, and we are going to be placing 2 half double crochets at the beginning of the row and at the end of the row. So I'm just going to show you the last time, because obviously you are going to be repeating this row after row. So chain 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, and this counts as your first half double crochet. Place another half double crochet into that same first stitch. Now place a half double crochet into each and every stitch across like so, and once you reach the end of this row you are going to be placing 2 half double crochets in the last stitch, which is also the chain 2 from the previous row. And so this is what we have. Okay, so you are going to be carrying on with this pattern for a total of 74 rows, and once you've finished your 74 rows, I'll show you how to crochet your edging. Okay, so this is what we have. I have 74 rows in total, and you can make this bigger if you would like. And now I'm going to show you how to make your shell stitch edging. And so we are going to be placing our edging on the V part of the shawl, so all across this edge up to this where we began, and then all the way across the other side. And so to do this, you've not fastened off, and so you are simply going to be placing your hook back into the project. Turn your work so that you are working on this edge like I just said. So I'm just going to zoom in so that you can see what is happening a bit better. So now chain 1, and this does not count as a stitch, and you are going to be placing single crochets all across the edge. So to create your single crochet, pop your hook through the stitch directly, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and that creates a single crochet. And this is the wrong side of the stitches. So what I mean by that is that this is the row side, and so there will not be a specific stitch into which you will be placing a single crochet. So just make sure you place enough single crochets across this edge so as to not tighten the project. And I will be writing on my blog and on the screen, once I've completed this part, exactly how many single crochets you will need. So I'll be writing that on my blog, exactly how many single crochets I did. So just go ahead and place your single crochets all across this edge, and once we reach the top, I'll show you what to do. Okay, so I've gone ahead and placed all my single crochets. I've reached the top part of the shawl and I've counted my single crochets. I've placed 122 single crochets on this side. I'm going to place a single crochet on the top part here of the triangle, and that brings my count to 123 single crochets. And now I'm going to go all the way across the other side and place another 122 single crochets across this side, and I will have 225 single crochets in total. So just go ahead and place your next 122 single crochets and I'll get back to you. So I've placed all my single crochets across this side, and now I'm simply going to be going down the other side with single crochets again. Okay, so I've gone ahead and placed my 122 single crochets across the second edge, as you can see, and now I'm going to be crocheting the second row of this edging border. So to do so, chain 3. So I'm just going to turn this round, so turn your project round so you can work along this edge. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. And you are going to be placing 2 more double crochets within this first stitch here. So to create your double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into that stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and that creates a double crochet. Now go back into that stitch with another double crochet, and that creates a cluster of 3 double crochets together in one stitch, and that creates your first, well, this is a half shell cluster. This will make sense as we go along. So now that you've done this, you are going to be skipping 1 and 2 stitches and going into the third with a single crochet. So go ahead and place a single crochet into that. Now skip 1 and 2 and go into the next stitch with 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this is a shell stitch, as you can see. Now skip 1 and 2 and go into the next with a single crochet. Skip 1 and 2 and go into the next with 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and go into the next with a single crochet. And now skip 1 and 2 and go into the next with 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 stitches and go into the next with a single crochet, and carry on with this pattern until you reach the top of the shawl, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've gone all the way around up to the top, as you can see, and now I'm simply just going to be following the exact same pattern down the other side. So I've just finished at the top with a single crochet, so I'm just going to skip 2 stitches and then place a shell, a shell, and then so on and so forth. So just carry this on and then I'll show you how to finish off this project. Okay, so I've almost finished this border and I've only got 3 stitches left. As you can see, I've placed all my shell stitches. I've just placed a single crochet here, and I'm going to skip two stitches and go into the very last stitch with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, because this is a half shell and that's what we want on each corner. Once you've done this, you are going to be fastening off and pull your yarn through like so to finish off this pattern. And now okay, here we go. So we finished this project. I love how it looks. I really love it. I love this edging, this border, this shell stitch border. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.